Our commitment has got to be expressed in how we treat the poor and the neglected and the incarcerated and abused. It's in that context we show what kind of people we are.
Instagram page, Black and Inbound. So
Torrin Perez, originally from Brooklyn, New York, flew in here from the Bay Area, California. I had the pleasure of being a first-time speaker at Inbound, and I actually had a chance to do an encore session today, so I'm just riding the high of being here at this conference and having a chance to share my message with the audience here around how to find and stand out as your most authentic self. Doing the work around leadership and D&I is so important to me, and being able to be a face of representation and being able to potentially open up pathways for more people who are exceptional and exciting and inspiring to take on this stage, and being one of the people that was able to do that this year is pretty special. So I'm excited for 2020 and seeing more people that look like us shining here at Inbound.
My name is Lala, the only other Lala besides Lala Anthony. Anyway, I think we need Black at Inbound because we have to be in these spaces. Representation matters, and the public that we serve, we need to reflect that. So we need to be in these spaces, getting educated, learning how to be better individuals, and meeting each other, because that's the way we see Black excellence. So Black at Inbound, I'm here for it every year.
Shared experiences are key when creating content and finding relatability.
And what does that mean to you?
Not to quote the speaker exactly, but for example, my voice matters and my thoughts matter, and combining that with my experiences, it can also be shared experience, company experiences, also other companies' experiences. And then in that way, that can make writing and content creation a little bit more fun, despite what company or what industry you're in. That's probably my biggest takeaway.
Sacred circle.
And what is the sacred circle?
That was something that Liz Gilbert said the first night. There are 3 things to success. You got priorities, your boundaries, and then mysticism. Sacred circle is creating that space within yourself and amongst others. And that's what I took away.
Anybody else want to give their takeaway?
Branding yourself.
What is branding yourself?
Branding yourself, so you have to believe in your own mission, and you have to have values. You have to stand by those values, and everything you do has to have those values in it to generate followers, especially Gen Z. That's what I learned.
Your takeaway?
Just connecting and networking with other people to build your brand, build your business, and build your community.
I think my biggest takeaway is that it's important to remain creative and continue to harness that power, because as time goes on and we introduce more AI and other things that are automated, it's going to become more important than ever for us to sort of build that muscle and continue to work on that muscle so that it doesn't atrophy. And also with that, people of color are really important in these spaces, because it's not just creativity. Innovation knows no bounds. We need to be able to sort of introduce our lens and stuff, because diversity, I think, is the most important thing. I've seen that throughout this conference. I would love to see a little bit more of it, because I think that that is a direction in the future that we should all spend a little bit more time in.
I guess the biggest thing that I learned is that a lot of companies are really mission driven, and they're thinking about it when they're creating their mission statement, and also when they're introducing new products, and also letting their consumers know where they stand when it comes to issues.
My biggest takeaway, well, first, I think she said it well. We need more diversity and innovation, diversity of thought. The more people you have from different backgrounds and cultures, the better your product's going to be. And I know that hands down. The other thing I've taken away from this is authenticity. Be very authentic with your brand, engage with your audience and your customers, and you'll get better results.
Awesome.
My name's Devin Turner. I'm from Detroit, and I came to Inbound because I wanted to see what other people in my field were thinking and doing with their companies, and what I can learn from that, and share some tips myself.
And what company?
Amrock. So we're a real estate, title insurance, fintech company based in Detroit.
And your one takeaway?
My one takeaway? Oh man, that's gonna be hard to choose. But I think that overall it would be to use the knowledge that I've gained to take risks, to get out of my comfort zone, and to, you know, you'll never do better by doing the same things. So you have to, you know, do something different in order to do better. Or maybe you'll fail and then learn how you failed and then do better.
My name is Omari Jahi Aarons. I live here in Boston, Massachusetts, which is hosting the Inbound conference this week. I work for Liberty Mutual Insurance as the Director of Employee Enablement. I loved coming to Inbound, and what primarily drew me to Inbound is that one of my friends and a noted inclusive leadership speaker, Torin Perez, presented a workshop on how to find out and how to stand out as your most authentic self. And I went to his session today, and it was a wonderful session thinking about, that really got me thinking about how do I bring my whole self to work every day and to encourage other people to do the same. And so if you have a chance, come to Inbound 2020.
Hi, my name is LaTanya Maxwell, but they call me LT. I am from North Carolina, but I've been a resident of Boston for over 30 years. Why Inbound? The reason why I picked Inbound is because it helps me to be able to use my creative thinking, to learn and meet new people, individuals that are not shy, and that just kind of want to step out of their comfort zones. So it's been amazing so far. This is my 4th year attending. Black at Inbound, I love and I appreciate it, because when I first started coming, I did not see many of us, or people weren't as, you were not quick to approach them. Unfortunately and fortunately, I'm not a shy person at all. So it felt good to be able to go up to other people and introduce myself and speak with them. I love that they started an Instagram page. Please follow us, or follow them rather. So therefore everybody can kind of connect and meet up to take pictures, to realize, hey, you're not here by yourself. You do have other individuals that are here in alliance with you. My takeaway is know your own value, and to be able to price your specialness, because we are all authentic within ourselves, and we are all our own individual. So sometimes we undervalue our skills, our mindset, or what we know we can do creatively.
My name is Dean. My pronouns are they and them. I'm here at Inbound for Janelle Monet today. She just gave an amazing speech, lecture, conversation, and gave me a lot of things to think about as an artist and a performing artist, about creating a team and who to put on that team.
I'm Mark, he pronouns, he, him, the pronouns. I'm here for everybody black. I'm rooting for everybody black. And Inbound seems to be a place where they got everybody black. So keep being black, Inbound.
Hi, my name is Alexis Yaboa Codier. I'm currently based in Cambridge at Harvard Law School, but I'm a New Yorker. I came to Inbound because I am a human rights organizer and activist, and I wanted to connect with people in the marketing world to kind of see a way to bridge human rights and social justice with marketing to get it out there. And one takeaway from the Inbound conference thus far has been to really push through and take risks and do what you want to do, because the only way that you're really going to be successful is if you're totally and 100% passionate about it. So one of the guys told me that I was a pirate. I'm going to go with it. I'm going to continue to take those risks and continue on these like high seas.
Hi, I'm Vanessa Wilson from Chicago, Illinois. Why Inbound? I actually brought my entire team here to experience anything pertaining to marketing that could possibly exist. We've had some great times here. We've learned some great things. The best takeaway I've heard the whole entire deal is actually the branding, understanding the story, why the story is important. Don't mix next year.
My name's Paulina. I'm from Boston. Why am I here at Inbound? I'm just here to like meet new people, you know, and get different ideas and see what's out there. Because I'm an engineer, and nothing is better than exposing yourself to newer and different things.
My name is Patrice. I'm from Belgium. I came to Inbound because we're a HubSpot partner as a marketing agency, and came here to learn more about digital marketing. Had a lot of great takeaways today. a lot of practical things that I've learned. And when I get back home, I will be very happy to try them out.
Well, my name is Amber Collins, and I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, and this is my first Inbound conference. Even though I've heard about it for many years, I wanted to come here because I looked at the breadth of sessions that they had and really felt like either I was going to get validation or a new idea, or I was going to walk away with this for the sense of knowing more about marketing in general, being a marketing manager. I'm kind of new to my role, and my company was kind enough to send me here. I'm really glad they did. I discovered Black at Inbound, and what that means to me is felt like home, felt like I had instant friends, and that I want to see back here next year and a year after that. And really, it's just been the best networking experience because it was a micro network, and it was a network that I really connected to. So Black at Inbound really changed my experience for the better.
Hi, I'm Gabby Thomas. I am from Dorchester, Boston. And why Inbound? Because we all need to be a little bit more human, right?
What is the takeaway?
The takeaway of the conference is to do things as the way that you would want them, right? So talk to people in a way that actually meets them where they're at. And as I said, be a little bit more human in everything that you do. It doesn't matter if it's marketing, I don't care if it's engineering, you know, aerospace, science, I don't care what it is. Just make sure like the person who's benefiting on the other end is someone just like you.
Hi, I'm Tim Jones from Virginia Beach. We're here at Inbound this week because it's our authority for how to grow our business. We're HubSpot agency partners, so they are our #1 resource and our #1 partner. A key takeaway, I really enjoyed Brian Dice's talk about being authentic, and just that authenticity did not always mean accuracy. So it was just a really great talk. That was my favorite takeaway so far.
I am Stephanie Fuji. I am from Boston, Massachusetts. Why Inbound? Inbound is a great conference to get inspiration, just in life in general, whether it's starting a business, whether it's your own business, whether it's just to bond with other creatives. Another thing about this conference, I would say that in terms of the Janelle Monáe interview, the interviewer needed to be a little bit more knowledgeable on who Janelle Monáe was and ask relevant questions. That's what I would say.
Hi, I'm Lauren from Atlanta, Georgia. I am here because this is my space. HubSpot is sort of a competitor for us, but I was really always interested in coming to this conference. It's been great so far, great opportunity to be around creatives, around people who are really trying to build businesses and all those kinds of things. I would love to see even more faces of color next year, but this has been an amazing and incredible experience, so happy to be here.
Hi, my name is Priscilla. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina, currently living in Boston. And why Inbound? I think Inbound does a really good job of showing tech in a way that's comfortable, showing how to advance your company or your organization in a way that I think is familiar to a lot of people, especially to me as a creative who's always trying to level up. If there was one thing that I would add is just wanting to see more people who look like me, wanting to hear from experts of people of color, to hear their experience and how they got to where they were, or like the different challenges and things that they dealt with. Yeah.
How you doing? My name is Stanley Ramo. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. Why Inbound? My story for this week's pretty interesting. I'm in transitioning as far as a job. Ended up getting laid off, and then I realized I had a free ticket to Inbound, so I was like, word, I'm gonna be here this whole week. So it's been a really awesome week for me as far as just, you know, a lot of different inspirations, things as far as conversations and keynotes that have, you know, really spoken to me. And so I'm just taking it all in, meeting some of the different black folks here, and hopefully there'll be more next year, but I really appreciate the time spent right now, so thanks.
So let me ask you a quick question. As far as community passes are concerned, what would you have them change about the community pass?
I would definitely want the community pass to be allowed to just go to some sessions. In terms of this year and the spotlight features, I don't necessarily think it was helpful for me with a community pass. The ambiance is still what it is at Inbound, but I would say that I would want, you know, more access.
Yeah, this is my first time coming, so I didn't really know what to expect. So it's been great to see the larger speakers and just be generally inspired, but it would be useful to have maybe something in between, something that's inspirational and a workshop, something a little more practical, because some of them felt like people just pitching their company rather than me be able to leave with some tangible takeaways. So
I share the same sentiment, yeah.
To piggyback, when I was going through the booklet and everything, I'm like jotting down all of these different breakout sessions that I was super excited to go to. Then I ended up finding out that I only had the spotlight. So at least at least one breakout session, per day for the community pass, I think would be, really awesome if folks could be able to have access to. So yeah.
I want all of us to have good jobs and have the kind of income where we can take care of our families and the people we love. But I want you to understand that your income is not a measure of your capacity to change the world. Your capacity to change the world is going to be determined by your willingness to get proximate, to change narratives, to stay hopeful, and to do uncomfortable things. You have honored me by allowing me to have this time with you, and I want to honor you by telling you that when you stand and when you speak, when you do those uncomfortable things, when you stay hopeful, when you change narratives, when you get proximate, I'm going to be cheering for you. And I hope you'll cheer for us in the work that we do each day to build a more just society.
My name is Sydney Janey. I'm from Roxbury, Massachusetts. Why Inbound? Because I like to try to stay hip. And takeaway that there's so much more to learn.
Hi, my name is Esther Wallace. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. And I work full-time at MIT, but part-time, or at least when I'm not at my full-time job, I'm running my own company, sportswear company called Play a Society. Follow it on Instagram, Play a Society. This is my 4th Inbound, so I've been here every year consecutively for 4 years, and I'm always kind of rejuvenated creatively when I come here, and it's always kind of exciting. Over the past maybe 2 or 3 years, I've had the opportunity to connect with Black at Inbound, which has been probably the highlight of the conference for me. Every year we kind of sit together, we cheer on a lot of those in our community that might be speaking, and it's definitely fun and exciting. This year I'd say that my key takeaway has been self-promotion and kind of believing in myself a little bit more, speaking up and being more comfortable in that setting, as well as kind of exploring my creativity a little bit more, allowing myself to kind of try and fail and kind of bounce back creatively. So I'm excited to take those things away and try them out as I kind of get back to work next week.
My name is Paola Soto. I am based in New York City. I was brought to Inbound by a co-founder of my company, Speaking Media, and have been blown away by it my first year here. My takeaway is entrepreneurs really are kind of the lifeblood of the economy, and making new and exciting work, services, products come into the marketplace. So that has been really, and like the artistic life behind that has been really interesting to learn about.
It's Candace Patrick. I'm from LA, and this is my 2nd year at Inbound. I chose to come back again. I currently work in the field of marketing, and I just loved the conference. Last year was a lot of great content, and it was a really great community. I found out about Black at Inbound last year at the conference, and I was welcomed right away. It was amazing to see so many other Black professionals working in the marketing field, and it was a good connection and inspiring. And I've never been at another conference where I felt such an immediate connection with my people. Like I felt, really, I felt like I belonged here. So I definitely have to come back again, because it's rare to get both those connections, where you have a community and you have the knowledge base that Inbound provides. So I definitely love this conference. The takeaways question is hard. Is it takeaway specifically from Black at Inbound, or from like Inbound, the Inbound conference? Are you live?
Yes, anything you want to talk about. You make me edit for real.
Yeah, hey, a real director has that.
Takeaway, go.
Takeaway is just put yourself out there. I don't have a good takeaway.
Know your value.
Yeah, that's not really my takeaway though. I don't know. Takeaway is I don't have a good takeaway. I'm sorry. Takeaway.
Talk about you as a director. What have you learned?
As my takeaway would be to step out of your comfort zone a little bit. I'm an introvert, so I don't really like networking, but I felt really drawn in to Black and Inbound last year, so I came back this year. You know, it kind of helped me step my game up a little bit, being around so many people, so many other creatives, and it made me kind of realize that, you know, you have to kind of acknowledge your own potential and tap into that, and I felt like that was my biggest takeaway from Inbound.
Hi, my name's Sheed, originally from Atlanta, but live in the Cambridge area now. And why Inbound? Super tech and creative friendly. You meet a lot of different creatives. You meet a lot of old friends. And I think it's always a good refreshment when you're at an event like this. Because sometimes all it takes is that one moment, and you get fresh new ideas. So yeah, Inbound.
Hey y'all, my name's Bukola Jao, and I'm here at Inbound 2019. I do a plethora of things. First, I'm an educator at Brookline High School, making sure our young people know the truth. I'm also a digital consultant and a writer for my own platform. Honestly, I'm at Inbound this year because I feel like there's so much opportunity, obviously, to connect. I'm really here for my clients to make sure I create the partnerships and sponsorships that I need to make sure my clients get, the maximum support that they need in their digital strategies, marketing, personal development, whatever it is that they need. I think my takeaway is that first of all, I'm passionate about my people, and I definitely think that there needs to be more, first of all, locals, and there needs to be more Black people. I didn't say people of color, I said Black people. And I'm not, saying that other people aren't welcome, but I really want to stress the Blackness, because there's a lot of Black people in this city who could benefit from something like this. This is not just for marketers. Obviously, Inbound is branded that way, but this is for anybody who's a hustler, literally. Anybody who's about it, anybody who's an entrepreneur. Educators can come. I feel like there's just so much opportunity. I'm in a place where, all these big brands are here. People that work for big brands are literally here giving free resources, free advice, opportunities to collaborate, So I just want to open, I think my takeaway is that next year we got to come strong and fuck all these community passes. We need all access passes so we can really learn and really fully grasp the experience of this place. But honestly, on behalf of my brand, I really want to actually thank the Inbound staff, specifically on the HubSpot side, because they were super helpful. I wanted to interview a lot of the people of color here, and they made it happen without hesitation. So I do think there is a push, but we got to push even more. I'm a fighter, and I always believe that we should keep pushing. So
you can't believe how many emails went back and forth between me and Melissa, who works with HubSpot, who I wish was up here right now.
We'll email them. Don't worry.
Yeah. And Trina, who unfortunately was stuck in Florida because of the hurricane. She is the real MVP. She's the reason why we have this space right here, right now. So again, thank you. Enjoy yourselves. And they got food downstairs.
To my right, to my left. So we can spread this out. Some of you on my right, go left. I need 10 of you to come from here and go here. Come on, guys. Get down in front. Well, pretty close.
Are you leaving? But nice.